Not the usual face, you know, but he's got reviews and he's ready to go. It's stand in and deliver.
Hello lovelies, I'm Simon. You might recognise my voice as a regular player over on the Grim Streams channel. Grim's taking a bit of time off, so there might be a short break in his usual videos. That will include the Grim Streams game this weekend, but the god Algoritmo hungers for content, so here I am standing in. This is Stand In and Deliver, Honest Reviews borrowed platform. I'll be reviewing some of Grim's products and borrowing his platform to do it. Today I'm looking at Blood, the second edition of a modern horror role-playing game, originally from Underground Games and revised by James Grimm Desborough. It's gruesome, detailed and soaked in grindhouse energy. So what exactly is Blood? In short, it's a crunchy percentile-based RPG, designed to capture the feel of old-school slasher films, grimy survival horror, and over-the-top video nasties. This is not polite hammer horror, this is grindhouse horror. Think chainsaws, collapsing barns, broken legs, and a frankly worrying number of household weapons. The tone sits somewhere between reverent genre homage and gleeful disgust, and it's not trying to be subtle about it. Let's start with what Blood absolutely nails. The combat system is where this game shines. You've got action points, blood points, hit points, energy points, and a full set of critical hit rules with vivid effects. There are over 400 weapons detailed. Yes, 400. And everything from axes to saucepans is statted out with lovingly grim attention to damage, trauma, and just how much blood ends up on the floor. Crucially, it's all supported by worked examples, so even though it's crunchy, it's not impenetrable. The system really wants you to use it, not fight it. The writing is sharp, sarcastic, and fully aware of its audience. Reads like a mix of horror zine and practical guide. One moment you're getting real GM advice, and the next you're being reminded that amateur surgery with rusty cutlery is not recommended. It walks the line between gritty realism and tongue-in-cheek excess without falling into parody. One of the pleasant surprises is how Blood handles genre variation. It's not just splatter and chase scenes. There are sections on survival horror, psychological horror, investigative horror and more. Each one comes with examples, GM advice and tone setting tools to make it work at the table. For a second edition RPG from 2006, the presentation is surprisingly solid. The layout is readable, the artwork fits the tone, and yes, there is a proper index, although the index hasn't been connected to the PDF, so you do have to look at the page numbers and then scroll to them. I don't find that to be particularly egregious, though. You will need to check the tables occasionally, but everything's where you'd expect. It's a bit rough around the edges, but it does work. This game is crunchy. I don't mean a few modifiers, I mean character creation involves 9 core attributes, multiple derived stats, tables for things like shock survival, pain tolerance, and even your sense of taste. It's all internally consistent, but there's a learning curve. This isn't a pick up and play one-shot system. You want a character sheet, a calculator, and maybe a spreadsheet. Second, the tone isn't for everyone. Blood is proud of its grit. It leans into gore quite hard, swearing. It's a style of horror that's more House of a Thousand Corpses than than sort of your average high fantasy game. If your group prefers narrative drama or cleaner, more traditional RPG fare, this might not land well with them. Personally though, I don't see the horror element as a negative at all, but I am trying to aim this review at the broader RPG audience, and Blood is absolutely a niche product. It's not a flaw, but it is a factor that you'd want to consider with purchasing this. Just consider whether your table would actually want to play real, gritty horror. So, final thoughts. Blood is a brutal, confident RPG that knows exactly what it's doing. It doesn't try to please everyone. It's not here to be universal. It's here to simulate a very specific kind of horror experience, and it does do that very well. It's not beginner friendly, but it is well written. It's not sleek or minimalist, but it's surprisingly well presented. It's crunchy, but there's intent behind the crunch. And if you want visceral, high-stakes horror gaming, this is an absolute gem. I'm giving Blood a solid 8 out of 10. It's clever, crunchy, and completely soaked in blood. Not for everyone, but perfect for the right table. That's it from Stand In and Deliver, Honest Reviews, Borrowed Platform. Let me know in the comments if there's another one of Grimm's games you'd like me to dissect while I've still got the keys to the channel. I've been Simon, he's still Grim. See you next time.